Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Uh, in the last video, I did say that I did want to talk about some of the carded LJN figures that I have been acquiring over the last several weeks. I really did want to push this back as far as I possibly could because I did want this video to reflect every single carded figure that I've purchased. Unfortunately, all the figures I have been acquiring, some of them have been sitting on paid status on eBay for the last 10 days, 14 days. So they haven't moved from paid to ship status, and I've been basically sitting on my knees waiting for those to come in for the last couple weeks. And that really sucks. Uh, I have gotten a good chunk of them in. I'm still waiting on about 5 or 6 figures, I think, on eBay, and I believe I have a couple more from Macari that I purchased that are still due in. Uh, I met an awesome new seller on eBay that I bought a few figures from, and I'm also working with him offline. That I'm purchasing a bunch of high dollar figures. So I'm looking at possibly acquiring about 4 or 5 new figures with cases. So that's gonna set me back a pretty penny when those come in. I haven't bought them yet, and after what I found out today, it may not happen. But we'll talk about that more towards the end of the video if it does come up. So, just kind of give you an update of what's happening right now. Uh, so finally, Serpro finally did come in today. They did come in, lift up the carpet, did bring in the new padding. So finally, after almost 2 months, they are going to do come back in tomorrow and finally lay down the new padding. So that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm finally going to get this room back set up the way that I like. I guess at some point I wasn't down here. I was in the shower when they came in, and I guess they were moving some things, and the glass door, I guess, broke off my little Hasbro display case. So I don't know. I'll probably got to fix that together. But before we actually do take a look at some of the carded LJNs that I do have, what I like to look at first is the loose figures. Why do I want to start with the loose? Well, there's a website I go to. It's a LJN checklist. I believe it's called Cardboard, I think it's called, and it gives you the year and it gives you all the wrestlers from that were released in that year for that series. And so, based on that checklist, that's how I display my LJN figures. Is based on how that checklist or that series. So when I display my LJNs on card, I display them exactly like this. So when I look at the LJNs here and I bring it back over here, I'll look at them the exact same way, and it really helps me a whole lot. Sorry about the fingers. Got this in portrait view again, so hopefully it does make things a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. I did keep that slot up there open for a reason. It breaks my heart. Yes, folks, I did it. I went ahead, I pulled the trigger. The final 5 is complete. And what's sad is you remember what the most expensive figure I ever acquired was, and that is no longer the case. It hasn't shipped yet, but I did finally purchase the Jimmy Snuka, so I am waiting for that to come in. So with that purchase, the Series 5 the Series 1 is complete. So I do have them again, all of Series 1 complete, and then all of Series 2 is complete, and then we get into Series 3 with Bruno Sammartino and so forth. Now, because Series 3 is so deep, there's just no way possible you're going to sit there and be able to complete every single figure. And, you get into Series 4, onward, when I wanted to start getting some LJNs on card, I thought maybe, I always said 5 figures. I didn't care who the figures were. I just wanted 5 figures. I wanted at least one of those 5 figures to be a 5-back. That was really important to me. And I did it. And then out of nowhere over the last couple months, for some reason, I just decided to just start buying some more stuff up. And I just kept going. And man, I'm going to talk about these guys right here, Honky Tonk and Jim Duggan, because guys, go to the UK. I'm being serious. I was able to get both of these guys on card from the same seller. I spent about $1,000 on the UK from a UK seller. When here in the US, you're probably going to spend about $1,000 per card for either figure. And what I love about that Ted DiBiase right there, that one is signed. That is so awesome. But right now, that is the carded figures. So once I started getting into this, and I'm like, okay, obviously I wasn't going to get all the figures, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get all of Series 1. Or maybe I'll go for all the big guys like, Bundy, Steele, Stud, Andre, One Man Gang, Ted Arcidi, Ken Patera. But they're just or maybe I'll go for all the guys that come with accessories. But all these guys just kind of kept falling into my lap, and I just like, okay. I just kept going and going, and just out of nowhere, I ended up getting like over 40 figures. So from one of my new favorite sellers that's helping me out build my collection here, Mike. So I'm going to be looking at this down here, I'm going to be getting Coco Beware. I'm going to be getting Jake Roberts. I'm going to be getting Outback Jack, and I'm going to be getting Ted Arcidi. I'm going to be getting 4 cases, and I think we agreed to like $3,100. So it's going to be a pretty hefty price. So tomorrow, again, they're going to lay down. They're going to finish this off. I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to spend hopefully a few hours, clean this mess up, get this organized. Hopefully make a video tomorrow again. My goal is to continue with the Hasbro tournament. Once that happens, I'm not going to be posting, new video every 3 or 4 days. Once that Hasbro tournament gets back into play, I'm going to probably put out a new video every 2 days or so. Maybe even once every day, because since I've missed so many videos. Hopefully people haven't lost interest in that Hasbro tournament, because I really want to keep that going. And try to see if there's anything else around the room that really piqued my interest. Since I finally got this wall up as well, if anybody has a Kamala Legends of Professional Wrestling Series 10 where he's not bloody, or a Tony Atlas from Series 5 non-bloody version, those are the only 2 figures that I am missing. Otherwise, the Legends of Professional Wrestling collection would be complete. That is the other thing I put off to the side. Now, as you know, I do have most of Series 1 through 4 of the AW Remcos complete. I'm just missing the Jimmy Garvin and Scott Hall on card, and that's it. Otherwise, I've got all of them loose as well. So, when the time comes, I'm really looking forward to doing those series by series, Hasbro series by series. I'm going to be doing the LJN series by series, and having all these figures on card. That I think those are going to make the video so much more fun. The Galoob figures haven't exactly been my most fun or my most successful videos, but I always get a kick out of doing them nonetheless. So those are always going to be on the itinerary, and I think those are all probably going to be completed over the next 30 days or so. And again, once this room is complete, I'm pretty much going to be going hardcore, pushing out videos like crazy. So definitely be on the lookout for those. And if you guys know anybody that's interested in these type of videos, definitely send them my way. Guys have recommendations. Always looking forward to new ideas. If it's possible for me to make something, I'll do my best. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Goodbye for now.